My hypothesis is that when we leave dry ice there, I think it will turn into regular ice.
My hypothesis is when we put the frozen ice is then it would turn into normal ice.
My hypothesis is that the dry ice, when it melts, is going to turn into regular ice.
My hypothesis is that it is just going to turn into normal ice.
My hypothesis is that the dry ice is going to turn into really dark, really watery ice.
My observation is the dry ice shrunk and turned into air and gas.
My observation is when the dry ice turned into gas. My observation is that the dry ice just turned into gas.
My observation is that the dry ice just turned into gas.
My observation is that it just stayed in it and it went small.
My hypothesis is when Mr. Allen tries to cut up a piece of dry ice with a metal thing, it's just going to steam up and go everywhere.
My hypothesis is when Mr. Allen's going to try and cut the dry ice with a metal cake cutter, that it's just going to not get cut, it's going to just crack.
My hypothesis is when Mr. Allen cuts dry ice with the cake cutter, it's just going to go flying everywhere.
My hypothesis is that it's just going to steam up more.
My hypothesis is that the ice is just going to stay.
Maybe it's straight. No, it's really straight.
When Mr. Allen had put a hot cake cutter on the ice, it just screeched and made a big sound and started to flatten down the ice.
When Mr. Allen tried to cut the ice with the cake cutter, it screeched and it made everyone's ears sore.
When Mr. Allen rubbed the cake cutter onto the dried ice, it made a really squeaky noise.
My observation is that it just made a really big screechy noise.
My observation is that it just made a really, really squeaky.
Is that when the hammer hits the banana will squirt everywhere and the leaves will just crack. My hypothesis is that the leaves will just crack when Mr. Allen puts the hammer on them and the banana will get squashed.
My hypothesis is that when Mr. Allen hits the banana, it will just stay hard and won't go anywhere.
My hypothesis is that when Mr. Allen squishes the banana, it is just going to squirt out.
When Mr. Allen hits the banana and puts it in the liquids, I think it's going to start to bubble up and do funny
What the banana will look like? Banana will go with don't forget the... What are you doing? Cricket! Is that poison stuff? Don't touch your mouth. Oh! No, I'm not touching. Can I crack the banana? Oh, shit. Can we have some mashed potatoes with bananas on it?
You go grab some more ones.
Mr. Allen. I will yes. Can I put it in the air? Can I put it in the air? I'm not touching it. Don't do it. I'm touching it. Man, it looks weird though. Give me the banana. Where's my mushroom? Where's the banana? Oh, he's good. Wow. Krusty, listen. Krusty the clown. No, I'm the clown.
When Mr. Allen had put the leaf in the ice cream and the thing, that it just started to bubble up and then went really soft and frozen when we had finished doing that.
My observation is when we put the leaves and banana in the cleaning thing, that it was so cold and it was hard, and then the leaves started to get soft after a while.
My observation is that when Mr. Allen put the leaves in the purple stuff, when he took off the leaves, it got all crispy and hard. My observation is that when Mr. Allen stuck the leaves and bananas in the poison purple stuff and took it back out, it was all solid, and he got a hammer and whacked it, but it never broke. He had to whack it a couple of times.
My observation is that it just, so when he put it into the purple stuff, it just got all crumbly, and we put the banana in as well, and Mr. Allen cracked it.
My observation is when Mr. Allen's going to put the lid, my hypothesis is when we put the lid on the Coke bottle after putting ice in it, I think it's going to bubble up a lot more.
My hypothesis is that I think the bottle is going to crack when it happens.
My hypothesis is it's just going to bubble up heaps and all that. My hypothesis is when Mr. Allen puts the dry ice into the water, the bottle is going to explode with the lid on top.
My observation is my hypothesis is just when we put the ice into the water in the Coke bottle, it will just bubble up a lot.
I got
When Mr. Allen had put ice in the Coke bottle, it started to bubble up, and when the Coke bottle was full of steam, and after it was full of steam, it got really round, and then it blew up after about a minute.
The observation was really cool. That it just blew up and went everywhere, and it was so freaking.
My observation is that whenever we put the dry ice in the Coke bottle, when the dry ice went to the bottom, it just started to bubble up more, and then kaboom!
My observation is that when Mr. Allen stuck all the dry ice into the Coke bottle with water, it just got foamy and foamy, so we had to stand behind at the back of the wall so it doesn't hit us, and we waited about a couple of minutes, and then it went up. And there were 2 bottles and stuff went flying everywhere, so we had to go and pick it back up.
My observation is when we put it on the field, we had to stand back and we put some dry ice in it, and then it went kaboom, and then it actually so we had to stand right on the door, right on the behind the hall, on the wall, and then other classes came to watch us.